Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very intriguing Sony VR slash PlayStation 2 VR, a little bit of information in regards to patents and regards to brand new technology, some really cool other Sony Technology Day, which is kind of like a little bit like just a highlight of them kind of showcasing up the future technology and features and kind of things we can maybe go and expect to as well for the PSVR, and a bunch of other little random various things. I know I personally have actually been someone who's been watching the PSVR from the sidelines. I actually probably will be going and buying the brand new PSVR 2 whenever it does come on out, although as of right now we're trying to find more information for it. This is kind of like some good little information in regards to what we're going to be expecting, what technology is already there, and a lot more other kind of cool various things mixed on in with it. And one kind of cool thing to note is the very first iteration of the PlayStation VR was very well received, very nice, very good, and even have a lot of friends of mine who have enjoyed it and loved it. So it makes me even more excited for the PSVR 2 and all these really cool, basically future technologies coming out over as well. Especially as you guys probably know, the Sony TVs are also having a lot more brand new updates, which also really regard that to the PlayStation 5 and all the other various things out there. So basically, Sony's having a nice little graphical and basically overall usable jump in terms of technology. So a lot of cool stuff to go and cover. So let's go and cover it. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch room as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. And of course, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff down below. So let's go down in the video itself. So first and foremost, I want to go talk about the brand new Sony Technology Day, because that kind of does relate over here for brand new features and also even some PS5 3D audio stuff too as well. So a nice little update over here. So as with this, Sony does go and tease the 4K OLED micro display now for VR. It's also discussing the future of PS5 3D audio. These are some of the big major highlights. We'll also have a little bit more patent stuff too as well we kind of covered before, and a little talk on this too as well. But this is actually over from Sony's Technology Day. So with this, Sony has shown off some futuristic AV tech at its Sony Technology Day, including an OLED micro display for virtual reality. It was also discussed the future of the PlayStation 5's 3D tech, basically over here too as well for the highlights over here. This is all from the Wi-Fi. First up is the VR. So in a presentation basically entitled for the Share Experiences with an Overwhelming Sense of Reality, the OLED micro display and low latency head mount display, basically Sony's research and development lab, shows off a brand new VR headset capable of now displaying a 4K resolution with one eye and now 8K resolution now with two eyes, as more than twice the number of pixels as a smartphone OLED display, and promises to make them invisible, making for a much more realistic and immersive VR experience. So let's go talk about this. So as you guys know, the PSVR 2 is still in development, still being worked on, and basically we kind of slowly are seeing more leaks, more information, more stuff mixed on in. Now, why am I even mentioning this when it comes to this? So when it comes to Sony, this could lead to some really nice things in regards to the PSVR. You have a very nice potential 4K OLED, basically micro display, to go and make it feel like you're even living even closer into the VR virtual reality. I love this. I love seeing them kind of stepping up to the plate and kind of trying to be more so of an innovator when it comes to VR. Now, we have other VR things out there, such as the Vive and all the other various things too. But the big thing is, you need to have games and you need to have like adoption. And that's a really big thing that was really nice for the PSVR initially, because with that, it had actual proper AAA games that were able to be played and also simultaneously developed for the PlayStation system. So as you guys know, Sony usually has a somewhat pretty high standard of games, and if they want to go and take a really big step and leap into VR, seeing these really big improvements such as OLED micro displays mixed on in, lower latency mounts too as well, and also even more 3D audio, which once again, when it comes to stuff like, say, VR, it all can be interconnected. Now, I don't want to say fully exactly what's going to be entirely on the VR and all that type of stuff. Like, we'll have to wait for this full-on specific showcase whenever it is fully released and fully hyped up for the PSVR. But for this, we have proper 3D audio, which would make a lot of sense for VR headsets. You have proper OLED micro displays, which would make a lot of sense for VR headsets. And all these things kind of coming together just kind of go and show to how much of a big contender the PS5 VR 2 is going to be. As well, it also has latency compensation, which also reduces delay, making it also less likely to make the wearers also feel sick, which I actually currently have my own VR headset too as well, and definitely is a major common problem because once you're in there for 2 hours, you don't necessarily really know where you're going. You kind of feel sick. You kind of lose track of where you are and also who you are. It's like kind of a weird. If you guys have done VR, you guys probably know what it is. This also has a huge potential for games too as well. But also a big thing to kind of know, especially too as we've been seeing this with the Crunchyroll acquisitions and stuff like that. Also very good for movies and online worlds. So think about other various games, like I know Skyrim's kind of a weird example to throw in, but think like Fallout, Skyrim, which was very prevalent too as well in the VR systems. I know the Bethesda is bought by Xbox, blah, blah, blah. But for sake of the conversation, a game like that has huge potential both in 4K, brand new controllers, which we've covered before, but we'll show you guys again, and be able to go pick up stuff on the minimap, pick up a rock, pick up like a random piece, pick up gear, pick up loot, and kind of be able to go use it throughout the game. It's also pretty much consistently always there as well. So this all kind of goes and ties into with the PlayStation VR that's still in the works over here, because as Sony obviously is the parent company, technology is going to be shared throughout it. We're still waiting for a lot more information on the PSVR. We also did have Sony go and talk about the PS5's 3D audio tech and suggested how it might be revolved. But first, the history over here. To develop the 3D audio, Sony developed its own DSP, or digital signal processor. The video then digs into how 3D audio works, including the mechanics of binaural reproduction. Then comes the good stuff, where we're heading with the technology. Sony talks about maintaining its existing relationships with other Sony divisions and its third-party game studios as it works to refine our reproduction of soundscape and further develop our creative environment. It also talks of further personalization and adapting to the playback environment of individual users to give the PS5 experience greater depth, which is kind of what I'm also saying too as well when it comes to VR, when it comes to being able to use this 3D technology to go and basically make everything even better for the VR system, as well as also make sure future PlayStation 5 games are great, as well as also the audio and stuff like that for VR, great, and just basically making the whole experience just a little bit better, a little more in-depth. This also could even mean things like individual sound profiles too as well, and you also have the other combinations too with like noise canceling and volume compensation too as well, based on the surroundings, which once again all leads back to PSVR and how nice the PSVR could actually go and be. And just to kind of finish this up before we get to the next little patent stuff, there also was some kind of cool stuff where Sony showed off a robot arm that could also adjust its grip strength depending on what it's holding, machine learning super sampling tech that improves resolution performance for ray trace rendering, which I would like to maybe go and touch on too, because that'd be a very big thing for PlayStation games, so maybe in a separate video, as well as also a system of satellites for watching over the Earth's resources to help combat climate change. I don't know what Sony's up to at this point, but good Lord have mercy, it looks like Sony is trying to go be the modern day like superhuman over here. So really cool stuff all regards the PSVR and future leaks and future technology tied on in. And as well, we also did go and showcase up some of the patents mixed on into as well for the PSVR 2 headset, because they're still trying to find more information. We did go and discuss this a little bit ago. We also have an article here from Tech Radar that basically has a chance to go and showcase up more of the actual proper controllers. So basically, that basically shows the patent that we've kind of touched on the channel before, describing a trigger grip-like controller with a ring that sits behind the buttons and the user's thumb, and the drawings show 3 additional buttons that can be pressed using a player's middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. And we've actually seen this stuff too as well coming out here with all the PSVR controllers, mainly because this kind of goes into the technology of being able to go and hold and grab something in a game, as I mentioned before. So I think they're trying to go make that next step of even more immersiveness, or actually like more like, I guess, just like involvement of it with the 3D audio, higher technology screens to make it look more realistic and see the picture in better quality, but as well as also change up the controllers as we've seen with the input devices to allow a more seamless movement of picking up things, picking up weapons, picking up objects, sticks, whatever it is. Say you're playing Minecraft, and you just want to go and hit a rock or break some grass. You can do this with more in-depth technology. So all this stuff kind of put together is very, very cool, especially as we have the combination of the Sony, basically just Sony Technology Day, because all this kind of goes and relax back to the PSVR, which once again still the work on. And as well, we are finally seeing a lot more patents kind of being passed and used, which once again is very nice because you're not going to develop and make things for things unless you have the patent and copyright all sorted to as well. So while we're still kind of waiting patiently for all these updates, these are very cool bits of technology that are going to be both really good improvements both for the PlayStation 5 console itself, but as well as also future VR, PSVR 2, and just everything mixed on in with also even gameplay, normal console, and also television too as well. So hope you guys all enjoyed the video itself. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for more Sony, PSVR news, restock news, or whatever it is, or be subscribed for the PS5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, you guys go get free stock and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. And I appreciate all of you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys are just leave a comment your thoughts, and we'll go from there. Love you guys.